Hi, I'm Thor from Film Magazine in Norway.
Hi, Thor.
Hi.
Hey, I really appreciate you taking the time to talk to me today, and I'm a big fan of Star Trek, so
Great.
I really am going to enjoy this.
With pleasure. Thank you.
Good. How do you feel the character development of Una and Captain Pike has evolved from the first season?
Well, I think they've been longtime friends, probably going all the way back to the academy days, and they can really see straight through each other, and their level of trust just keeps building and building, and you really see how much in the first season, I think you saw more how much Captain Pike relies on Una, and in the second season, you see how much Una relies on Pike as well. And, he goes to great lengths to help her out and find Nira, the one attorney that can help her out of her spot. And that level of trust keeps deepening.
Yeah, and Pike also has this burgeoning relationship with Captain Battelle, and it's great to have a best friend and first officer who's female.
So there's no romantic connection there then?
No, we don't think so. No.
I get the sense that at one point maybe there could have been, but there was that moment where we probably looked at each other and was like,
yeah. We don't know. We would really like the origin story. We would like to.
That would be fun.
Do that story.
Yeah.
Strange New Worlds early days?
The early days.
Yeah, the early days. Happy days.
Yeah.
Chris and Una, the early days.
Yeah, that would be good.
Pike, played by Anson Mount.
Yeah, I mean, we wonder if they would hire young actors or if they could de-age us.
Are we already past that point?
Yeah, is it too late for us?
It's too late for us, man.
What is it like working in the episodic format, where like other quite new Star Trek series like Discovery is more like an overarching story? What's it like working episodically?
I've loved it. I've been so surprised by how much I love it, because my taste as a viewer is serialized. That's all the series that I like watching are serialized format. But as a Trek fan, I do know that there's something in classic Trek that wants to be episodic, even though I feel like Discovery, they did great with their serialized plot, but that was very much something that they were doing. We wanted to do something that was, the planet of the week. And what that has allowed us, what I didn't foresee, is that not only would it be a new story of the week, but a new way of getting there. So we actually, our creative conversations with the writers, we usually start by talking about what genre have we not worked in that we would like to. And it's a very arbitrary question, seemingly, but it leads us down these incredible paths to stories that Trek has never told before, and new ways of getting there.
So more varied work days then?
Oh man, it's almost like doing a different series every episode.
Each episode is so dense, and we get the luxury of 12 days to shoot each episode, so it feels like sort of like almost like a mini movie each episode, standalone episode.
Absolutely. Star Trek has always served as a kind of a reflection of society. It kind of fearlessly addresses difficult societal issues, and there's been some really powerful episodes in this new season. How important is that aspect of the series to you?
I think that is exactly what the series is. It's always been that. The original series was introduced by our mothers. Anson and I both were introduced to the original series when we were 7 or 8 years old, and I think Star Trek always sort of hopefully sparks conversation with the intergenerational audience members, and you talk about the takeaway and what you got out of it and what it means, and whether or not we're alone in this universe, and hopefully it will always be that.
Yeah, I think that myth in general exists because there was a time in our development as a species where we wanted to expand the tribe. We wanted to believe that those people who would have been our enemies 1,000 years ago, we have the same gods, so we are on the same team. It's also how we defuse difficult conversations and remove it from a very, the immediacy of politics or the immediacy of abuse or the immediacy of whatever it is that we want to talk about. and we're able to look at it with a cool eye. Yeah.
And it fosters curiosity and exploration and thinking outside the box.
What's been the most fun scenes or most challenging scenes to film this season?
Well, there's one episode in particular that we're excited about, but that's not until episode 9. There are a lot of things that we're very excited about. But there's one in particular that came along around episode. When you shoot 10 episodes, it becomes exhausting. You get tired around episode 9. People are like, okay, I'm almost ready to go home. But they brought this one episode that was so excited. We had to work on the weekend.
It's very difficult.
It was difficult, and everybody was having a very good time with it. So we're excited for that one. Yeah.
I think is that also the opening of episode 2, where we shot the exterior of the lawyer's office. That was on like the 32nd floor of the CN Tower in Toronto in the middle of an ice storm. That was not fun to shoot.
At least you were indoors.
Well, no, it was out. There's a wraparound balcony on that the building for that exterior, and it was literally there's a cloud around us and ice. It was horrible.
Nice. It's time's almost up, but is Captain Pike's hair getting in its own spin-off series?
We'll see.
It's going to be directing an upcoming episode.
Yeah, they have to offer a holding fee, and I think he's probably going to demand to direct a couple of episodes of Strange New Worlds. And,
sounds good.
Yeah.
I really appreciate your time, and thank you so much. It's been a great pleasure.
Thank you so much.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.